In order to get to Diamond, we need to start taking rank seriously. You need to cut out these poor performing champions and you need to get better at them if you want to add them to your champion pool. Hey guys, before we get into today's profile review, if you're interested in getting your own profile reviewed, just like the one you're about to watch, or interested in the things I talk about in terms of coaching, personalized coaching solutions, please check out the links in the description below. Let's get into the video. Currently, you are Gold 3, 80 carry main with around 30 or so games played, negative win rate at 45%, and your goal is to get to Diamond. And the biggest things that you've said are holding you back are your mentality and consistency. And to be honest, I would probably have to agree. Now, the first thing I look at when I see an 80 carry main is looking at their champion pool and understanding what's working for them and what's not working for them. And looking at your champion pool, I can immediately see that there are a lot of unsuccessful champions that you keep trying to make work. And there's a famous saying by Albert Einstein, it's insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Right now, you are doing the exact same thing over and over again with these 80 carries that you're underperforming on and you're not getting the results. So there's two things or two ways to fix this. One, you stop playing the champions, or two, you learn how to get better on the champions, not on this account, but with a coach or on a second account. Now, coming back to your champion pool, I can see that, overall, Samira is by far your most successful champion. 61% win rate over 94 games. It's gotten you the most LP gains in last split, and you're currently 4-0 with her. So I'm really confused as to why you're not playing more Samira. Yes, she only works with really engaged support, so maybe you're only playing her when you have a duo queue, but there are games here where, for example, like this, you've got a Nautilus support, and you're not going Samira. So I'm just really confused as to why you're not playing as much Samira as possible, unless obviously it's picked and banned in these games that I'm talking about. But to be honest, when you've played, over 30 games and only 4 of them have been on your most successful champion, it's no wonder you're not climbing. You're not playing the champions that you can win on. And you got to understand that, just because you're a Gold 3 player doesn't mean you can play every 80 carry or every champion to a Gold 3 standard. And maybe you think you can, but the statistics and your results are really saying otherwise. And so again, it comes back to going, well, okay, what is the champion pool you want to climb with? So do you want to expand your champion pool beyond Samira? That's great. That's fine. But you have to build a plan to do that. You can't just keep playing these champs when you're not getting good results on them and expecting yourself to all of a sudden improve, because all you're going to do is frustrate yourself, lead to more tilt, mental health problems, and you're going to ruin your MMR, which just ruins your chances of getting to Diamond. Diamond is already really, really hard to get, particularly with the addition of Emerald. It's really, really hard to get. You need to be about the top 3 to 4% of players at the moment, and you're in the top 36%. So in order to get to Diamond, we need to start taking rank seriously. You need to cut out these poor performing champions, and you need to get better at them if you want to add them to your champion pool. Now, that's probably the biggest thing that's holding you back, is fixing your champion pool. And again, there's two ways of doing it. You either one-trick Samira, or you take your time to learn new champions with a coach or on a Smurf account, and you get them as good as your Samira, then you add them to your champion pool. Now, looking at your mobilytics statistics, I can see that your laning phase is actually really, really good on all your champions. And so again, this makes me think that maybe some of these champions, you're not actually too bad on. You've just had a bit of a rough start for this split. And, maybe that you have a lot of potential here. You just get very lost in the mid to late game. You don't know what to do. You don't know when to team fight. You don't know when to group, position, all these kind of things. And again, these things are really, really hard to improve on your own. There's really 3 ways to improve this stuff. 1, grind games and hope you somehow learn it. 2, watch free resources like on YouTube, or there's actually 4 ways. Watch free resources on YouTube and all that kind of stuff, and see if you can consume the content just by watching what other people do. 3, get a friend who is a higher rank than you, who is ideally an 80 carry main as well, and get them to review the gameplay with you. And then 4, if none of those options are working for you or they're not possible, get a coach. A coach will be able to help you with these issues. This profile review isn't going to solve your issues. It's only going to identify your issues and give you potential solutions that you will need to then think about and carry out. And to be honest, looking at your champion pool and how you want to play the game, you want to play all these champions beyond Samira, and you've got some really good potential here, particularly in your laning phase. Like, you're a laning phase master. Like, look at these gold leads. You know, Ashe isn't so good, but Xayah, Kai'Sa, Samira, averaging 700 gold difference at 15 minutes, and you're only winning 55% of your games. That should be at 65%. If you're up on average more than 2 kills in the first 15 minutes of the game, you should be winning at least 60 to 65% of your games. So something is going wrong in your mid to late game, and you need to get into your gameplay and figure it out. It'll be super easy to identify, and it'll be really obvious once you see it, but until you see it, your improvement is really going to stagnate. You're going to continue to stick around gold 3, and it's going to be really hard for you to climb to diamond. So Julian, those are my biggest tips, to be honest. You need to think about your champion pool, and then you need to figure out what is going wrong after laning phase. What are you doing wrong in laning phase that is causing you to lose games where you're averaging a 700 gold difference at 15? So I hope you've enjoyed this profile view. If you're interested in looking at exploring coaching solutions, I have a challenger AD carry coach who I know would be just perfect for you. If you're interested in exploring those kind of solutions, please, once you've watched this profile review, reach out to me and I'll get you all set up with everything you need, understanding your budget, how many times or coaching sessions you want a month, all that kind of stuff. We'll sort it out and we will get you on track to go from gold 3 to platinum to emerald and eventually to your goal rank of diamond. Cheers, good luck on the Rift, and I hope to talk to you once you've watched this, Julian.